Hey everybody, Sammy from Bourbon and Booze here, sitting in the bar, working on some stuff, getting some inventory taken care of, and doing a little cleaning and whatnot. But bar's starting to look pretty nice. As you can see, I got tons of stuff going on here. Anywho, just want to let you know that this week's going to be a little bit different. On Monday, we're going to start off with another beer episode just because we're doing some family things. And even though we're in the bar and we're not going anywhere, it's the last week with my grandkids. So I just spending some time there. So this week, we're going to do a beer episode that we've already filmed. Tuesday and Thursday are going to be two episodes that I've been holding on to that I did in England. So you're going to see, I got like this blue stuff in my eye. I don't know what that's from. Huh. You see that? Can I match it up so I have blue eyes? All right, there. I don't know if you're seeing it, but I'm seeing it. So we're going to be doing two episodes that I already filmed in England earlier this year, but just now I had a time to find a place for it. So you're going to get a couple scotches that are very hard to find. And then Wednesday, we're going to do a coffee. Cody did get back from his cruise to the Caribbean, and so he brought back some coffee. He brought back some pretty cool-ass liquor, but he brought back some coffee. And so we're going to do an episode of that probably tomorrow night to put out on Wednesday because he'll be up to spend some time with his nieces before they leave. And then on Friday, we'll have a normal cocktail that we haven't filmed yet. We'll film Thursday night, I guess. So just so you know, things are going to be a little bit out of whack. Beer episode tomorrow that we've already filmed. Tuesday and Thursday are going to be some whiskeys that I filmed in June that we're just going to put up. But Wednesday, coffee and cocktails will be normal. So, yeah, things a little bit weird, but hopefully you guys are having fun. The weather finally broke here, so it's nice and cool. So with that being said, here is our beer episode. Cheers, everybody! Welcome to another episode of Bourbon and Booze, another special episode on beer, which we don't do very often. And so now that it's fall, we're glad to have a good beer.
Most of the beer we've had for months.
Yeah.
Like this one alone we had before we had the last two episodes. Like this has been sitting in here since last year.
Yeah, it's been in the refrigerator, hasn't it?
Either in the refrigerator or on the shelf since last year. We got the other two after this one. Mm-hmm. And then we decided to do beer episodes. We were just waiting for the opportunistic time to try this when people were here, and then we co-opted it into an episode.
Yeah.
The other two we bought, and we're like, let's do an episode occasionally.
Yeah, we don't normally do beers, so hopefully you enjoy it. Make sure you do hit the like and subscribe. And wait till the end so you can see how we think this beer is.
I hate when they do embossed glass.
Yeah. So this is
Goose Island.
Goose Island? I've had Goose Island before.
Yeah, Goose Island is good. Goose Island Bourbon.
Is that Washington?
Country something brand.
Here.
Yeah.
And the battery.
There's more embossment.
So this is the Goose Island Bourbon, the original county brand Stout. It's a stout aged in bourbon barrels from 2021. And I believe Goose Island is
I've had regular Goose Island once or twice, but my brewing kit is a Goose Island.
Oh, okay.
I got a Goose Island Porter brewing kit, and I liked it. Like the first one we ever did turned out really good.
And this contains wheat, so it's going to be a wheated bourbon.
I like wheated bourbon, though.
I thought Goose Island was in... Oh, it says Chicago. Brewed and bottled, aged and bottled by Goose Island Beer in Chicago, Illinois.
That sounds about right.
Okay, so the cost on this one bottle is $12.99.
I believe that was on sale.
Is this a twist top? No.
Because the reason we got this bottle was because my sister brought it to me thinking we would like it.
Ooh, look how dark this is.
And it was from a place where we specifically go because they usually have on sale stuff. That's where she got it. So this may be the sale price and not the original
So she
price.
bought it from our sweet spot in Illinois, or in Louisiana?
Yeah, I believe so. That's where it came back from. It may have been full price.
There's a place in
That sticker may be a sale
Louisiana that we
price.
love to go that's got great deals on alcohol and stuff.
And that may have been that one, or it could have been a full price. I'll have to ask her, but...
Oh, wow.
Oh, that smells oddly like a feed store. But not the bad parts of a feed store,
stout,
more of the
right?
underlining tones of the feed store.
It's a stout.
It still smells like a feed store.
Yeah.
It smells like the grains of a feed store
Yeah.
without the animal grossness. Like what they feed the animals before the animals make it gross.
Ooh, very rich,
It really does.
dark. It's not bitter.
So I haven't tasted it yet. But from what I'm smelling, this is like when you raise chickens and you take their feed and then you add extra stuff to make it more fattening and such because you're raising chickens for meat.
Okay.
That's the memory it brings up
So
from when
I
other
like
family members
stouts.
did that.
I love stouts.
It smells good.
I'm a
though.
pale ale or a stout person. It does smell good, but I don't know if I like the taste.
It tastes like it smells.
Yeah.
It is very like malty sweet.
The bottle says has notes of vanilla, toffee, chocolate. I can definitely get the
toffee
chocolate.
and chocolate.
Burnt sugar
Definitely. Yeah.
and dried fruit. And so that's the
Dried
kicker right
fruit
there.
and the toffee
Yeah.
and sugar. It's very sweet. This is what I mentioned in the last episode where it said imperial. Mm-hmm. And most imperial ales are overly sweet.
This one.
This one doesn't say imperial, but it is overly sweet.
And this is why I'm not a beer person.
Sometimes they can be overly sweet.
Yeah. The experimental
It smells like that though.
distilling of whiskeys and vodkas and stuff tend to be rather good. They don't really turn me off, but the experimental...
Sometimes we've had some that are terrible.
But bacon. Bacon whiskey.
I don't mean that. I mean like regular styles.
But the experimental stuff with brewing beer, there's a lot that I cannot do.
Me too.
There's a lot.
There's sometimes where it's just not great. And I've run into Imperials that I don't like because they're overly sweet and not enough. Beer is kind of supposed to be bitter.
Yeah.
It should have a balance of bitter and sweet. It should have a balance of its flavors, to me. And it's subjective, like everything's subjective when it comes to consumables. But to me, this is the wrong side of that. It could be slightly better if it's a little more balanced. It's overly sweet to me.
I don't even know.
The smell's not too bad. Like when we compared it to like high-rich chicken feed, like I did, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but the flavor doesn't come through as good.
Well, one of the things I don't see on here is the percentage.
It's gonna...
It's not on there.
I'm betting it's probably pretty high. It is 14.0% alcohol.
Oh, that's pretty high.
This is a very high.
It's like almost a high wine.
I think it's one high wine. Actually, it already is. Even the last one.
Okay.
High wine's subjective, and it is very much a quagmire of terminology.
Yeah.
Anything, it's too complicated, and we'd have to do a special episode to talk about high wines because Google and other sources make it too complicated because everything when it comes to alcohol is subjective.
Yeah.
For the most part.
I wonder if you
yes,
distilled this, what it would taste like.
It's almost a liqueur though.
Yeah.
Because most liqueurs start
the
at
20s.
15%.
Yeah.
15 and up. And this is almost a liqueur on percentage.
So, I'm 2 for 3 on our beers. I like the first 2 that we did.
I like the first 2.
I'm not a fan of this.
The smells, okay. The flavor falls short for me.
Yeah, I'm not
I would
a fan
not
of this.
say, I don't think I'd get this again
Oh, I definitely wouldn't.
because
Oh, let me just
just-
rephrase that. I would get this one more time to make sure that this isn't off.
it could be. That's the thing. That's the problem with mass batches is you're never sure if it's, you get the one weird one. And we've had this for a while and there's no telling how long the...
We've had this with you making beer and my daughter making wine where there was one bottle that was ugh,
yeah.
and the rest were fine.
Which
So-
I've had that too. It was like, we had one batch of beer that we made where probably... was whistling, sorry.
Well, then it still got...
Like maybe more than 75% of the bottles turned out flat and not good. But all the ones that turned out perfectly pressurized were delicious. And it was probably our fault.
Yeah, so what I think we're going to do is
For it.
I would like to get this one more time.
One
and
more
try it,
time.
but I'm not a fan
But-
of this bottle.
I think overall the smell and flavor comes out to be that it's probably fine and we're just not our flavor profile.
Yeah, no. We'll get
Overly
Andy to pay
sweet.
for it.
Yeah, it's just overly sweet and not enough beer
Yeah.
aspects to it. It's like,
I don't even consider it a stout just because it's this dark. I think it's something entirely different.
well, stouts are dark.
I know, but I think this is not a stout. It's different.
It's like high in the malty types.
Yeah. And what's
Like-
the fruit or the dried fruit that's getting me? I don't know. Tell us what you
I
think
don't
about
know.
this.
It doesn't say on this one. This one doesn't have as much info as the other one.
Tell us what you think about Goose River Bourbon Barrel.
Goose Island,
Goose Island Bourbon Barrel.
the original country.
Just tell us what you think. Any other beers that we should give a try? Now remember, we only try really odd,
There's an
weird
info on this.
beers that have some sort of connection to whiskey. So bourbon age
Or just
whatever.
really weird.
Or just really weird. We did that sake one, or that rice beer one. So
I don't know. It was aged in a rice barrel.
yeah.
Sake barrel.
So give us some suggestions, but we're not going to go and turn into a craft whiskey, as I say on our craft beer, as I say in all these episodes. But
We're not reviewing things like big corporation beer.
not even really.
We're
a
just
lot of
doing this
craft.
for fun.
Yeah,
because
this is just
it's expensive enough. We feel like we need to get a little more capital out of it.
exactly. Make sure you do watch all of our other videos Monday through Friday, and Saturdays we do distilleries.
Syrup.
Yeah. Make sure you do hit that like and subscribe and share it with us. Leave comments about this and let us know. And
Please, if you have tried it, definitely let us know your
100%. And we hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next episode. Cheers.
Cheers. The color is definitely up to snuff, but man, it's like drinking syrup.
Yeah.